Alright, back again for another tutorial of tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. This right here is my exterior zipper pocket that I've worked on. Pretty nice and snazzy, okay? Closer look at it. Okay, so right now I'm working on the interior zipper pocket. And I've already prepped my panel piece. So I've sewn the panel on here as instructed by the pattern. I'm using the Rosie crossbody bag by Swoon pattern. And once again, I'm going to be using my new favorite tool, the quilting tape, which is a double-sided sticky tape that you can sew through fairly easily and it washes away. So here I've attached it to the smaller side panel piece. And this is a 1/4 inch wide tape. So what we're going to do is take our backing off, fold over and press. And then we're going to mark with some pins the opening. You don't have to use pins if you don't want to. Here's the opening. Okay, and then we're going to mark the other side, the end. And we're going to stitch as close to the seam as we can from this side, because this will be on the inside once we turn it over, and we'll have this nice edge ready to go to add our zipper. This helps give it a little bit more stability because it's going to get a lot of wear with the zipper, and also helps to keep our fabric nice and pressed down so we won't have a lot of bulking when we go to add our zipper. So we're going to do, and you don't have to start all the way at the beginning of the pin. You can do about 1/8 or 1/4 inch from the pin. And I'm probably going to do about 1/8 inch from the edge. So I'm using my foot as a guide. So my needle is in the center, and then I'm using the edge of the hinge right here is about 1/8 inch. So I'm just going to use that as my guide. And then I'm not going to go all the way to the end here. And back and forth. Snip your thread. Oops. So here's the top of the inside. So we're going to fold it in all the way with the other side of the pocket piece, the bottom of the panel rather. Okay, so now we're going to press this side. So first you got to take your backing off. Press the side down. Okay. You can use your pins again, just to mark with the edge. Although by now you can see where the edges are, so that's okay. Okay, and then sewing the inside panel piece about 1/8 inch in to the pocket. And I'm using a fairly long stitch here. And this part here doesn't have to be super exact to 1/8 of an inch, but you want to be definitely less than 1/4 of an inch. Okay. I don't know why I sewed so far from the camera. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's done there. So we gotta snip all our threads. And then you can add a little fray check to that if you want to, but since we're going to be doing another stitch on top, you won't have to do that. And then what we do is go to the other side and kind of pull our corners here a little bit. And as you can see, I accidentally didn't snip it all the way to the end, so it's bulking out like that. So you can take your seam ripper, and just find the edge of your stitching, get close to it, and pull towards away from the seam. See? Ta-da! Same with the other side. Ta-da! Perfect. And it still creased a little because it got pulled a little bit too much, but that's okay. So now we're going to take pins, and on the vinyl I use clips. They're kind of like Wonder Clips, but not as expensive. So now we're going to take pins and just kind of help our fabric stay down a little bit more. Okay, do it to the other side as well. And then I've already prepped my zipper. I've also put quilting tape on it. My zipper is a 1-inch zipper widthwise, which is perfect for the quilting tape. If for some reason, let's say your zipper is a little bit wider or slightly thinner, what I would do is I would do the tape here on the inside before putting it together. But I've already put it on my zipper itself. So here we go. We've all prepped, ready to attach our zipper. Here's my zipper. So I've already kind of cut it down just a little bit, and I've stitched the edging, or the end rather. So now what we're going to do is this helps as a nice guide for this. Since it's a 1-inch zipper and I have a 1/4 inch tape, and this is a 1/2 inch opening for my zipper, the middle will equal 1 inch. So if I can press the fabric and the zipper together right where the edge of the tape is, it will line up perfectly. So take our backing off, maybe. Put it underneath. And just start pressing all the way down to the end. So there we go. There's one side. Now we're going to press and do it on the other side. And it's okay if for some reason there's like a little extra hiding out there. We can go ahead and probably pull. We should be able to pull that up. It's also underneath on the inside, so it's okay if it's just a tad. Okay, now we do our other side. And before we do the other side, we're going to make sure we pull our zipper pull more towards the opening for our zipper so it doesn't get caught in. Okay, so do that. Take the backing off again, flip it around. And once again, press to the end or edge of the quilting tape. Which also helps act for good guide since we've undone the zipper here. It'll help keep it together. Okay. Ta-da! And then I start on the opposite side of the zipper pull. So I'll start over here, go around, come back up, and go back down. And then just for added measure, I go back up again. And then again, I do about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the fabric fold. Okay. What's wrong with my thread here? Come on. And then when we get down towards the end, we're going to lift our foot up and have your cat meow in the background because they just found a goodie or something. And we're going to go all the way down now that we've put our zipper pull on the other side. Okay. Again, when I get towards the end, I always like to hand crank it. And over the metals, or plastic rather. Okay, take out all our pins, because we don't need them. Ow. And then what I'll do after this is I will fray check the thread. So, and again, the thread that I use is Coax & Clark, the dual purpose, or dual duty all purpose, 100% polyester. Don't use any fancy thread. Okay, turn around. Go back. Okay. Snip our thread. Fray check the end. back side if you want to. All right. And the zipper is done. And there you have it. A nice, oh so pretty zipper. Ta-da. And then if you want zipper pulls, I do have a tutorial on how to make a vinyl zipper pull in about 10 minutes. It's really good for scraps if you've got it. I'm definitely going to do it for the outside of the bag. I'm not sure about the inside of the bag. I might do something else, but we shall see. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.